A child sitting quietly on the edge of a bed, 8 years old, yet wearing an expression that belongs to someone 40. They're holding their mother's hand while she cries about bills, heartbreak, or a father that never comes home. You see maturity, but beneath that stillness, there's a storm of confusion, fear, and suppressed emotion. You think they're strong, but what I'm about to tell you is this. No child is strong. They're just surviving. The world applauds the old soul, the kid who never complains, who never acts out. But what you don't realize, my friend, is that silence is often the loudest cry for help. This is not a child learning responsibility. This is a child being abandoned into adulthood. From a biological standpoint, a child's brain is not designed to process adult pain. They don't choose maturity. They adapt to instability. Stress hormones like cortisol become their daily companion. Dopamine gets released not through play, but through the approval they get for being so strong, so helpful. This is not emotional growth. It's survival wiring. Evolution always favored the child who could read danger early, who could detach from need, because need got you hurt. So they grow up believing, I'm only valuable when I'm useful. Everything else? Buried. Let's break down the emotional mechanism. When a child becomes the emotional caretaker, the amygdala, the fear center, gets overactivated. Their brain learns feelings equals danger. So they numb. They read everyone's tone. They apologize fast. They shrink themselves to fit the emotional needs of others. And it works. As a child, that mechanism keeps them safe. But in adulthood, it becomes a tragedy. They become hyper-independent, yet emotionally empty. Loved by many, but deeply unseen. Because, brother, how can anyone see you when you've trained yourself to disappear? You know you grew up too fast when you apologize, even when you're not wrong. You feel guilty when you rest. You struggle to cry because emotion makes you feel out of control. You offer advice like a therapist, but can't ask for help. You feel old in a room full of young people. Case study number 1. A man in his 30s starts therapy after burning out at work. He's charming, composed, but emotionally locked. Turns out he'd spent his whole childhood calming his mother after every fight. Case study number 2. A woman who's always the listener. She's loved by everyone, but loved by no one deeply. She's relatable, but never vulnerable. Why? Because vulnerability was never safe at home. That's the thing about prettified children. They grow into adults who know how to hold others, but not how to be held.
Society romanticizes their pain. Wow, you're so strong. You've been through so much and still smile. But that smile is a mask. Modern culture demands resilience, but offers no protection. We tell young boys to man up, young girls to be mature. And we label trauma as wisdom. Even worse, social media turns childhood wounds into content. Pain becomes performance, and healing, optional. Because in this world, your brokenness is relatable, but your wholeness, threatening.
Every strong child eventually becomes a fragile adult. They either explode or collapse silently. They're exhausted by holding everyone else together, yet terrified of falling apart. The collapse isn't loud. It's waking up one morning and feeling nothing. It's breaking down over something small. It's realizing that every relationship feels like a job, not a love. Some adults don't break until their 40s. Others break quietly at 19. But the collapse always comes, because childhood can't be skipped, only postponed.
The harsh, uncomfortable reality. Let me tell you something that nobody tells you. Trauma doesn't make you wise. It just makes you tired. Your strength wasn't a gift. It was a sentence. You were never meant to carry that weight. But you did. And while everyone praised you, no one ever asked if you were okay. That's the betrayal. Masculine, stoic resolution, awakening. But this is the moment everything changes. Not because someone will come and save you, but because now you see it. Healing isn't reclaiming childhood. It's giving yourself permission to feel again. Step 1. Awareness. Say it out loud. I grew up too fast. Step 2. Regulation. Sit with your emotions when they rise. Don't run. Step 3. Boundaries. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep adults warm. Step 4. Reparenting. Treat your inner child with kindness, even when you don't feel like you deserve it. You are not weak for wanting softness. You are not broken for needing help. You survived. And now, brother, it's time to live.